House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, is out. He's out of. They decided we've had enough. You're done. We're removing you from your position of Speaker. Now, here's my thing. There's 8 Republicans voted with the Democrats. The Republicans started this wave against Kevin McCarthy. It was Matt Gaetz, a congressman from Florida, started this. He'd had enough of Kevin McCarthy and his empty promises and not doing his job and slowing down the Congress. And 7 Republicans joined with Matt Gaetz to vote with the Democrats. Now, I think the Democrats probably realize that this is a good way to distract the Republicans and a good way to play politics. It's a chess move for them. So let's throw them into chaos so they can't investigate the crimes that the Biden administration's been committing. The problem, though, is they haven't been able to investigate the crimes that the Biden administration's been committing because Kevin McCarthy denied the subpoena for Hunter Biden and his foreign businesses. So they can't look into it. So with him or without, so they can either spend the next however many weeks in purgatory trying to find a new speaker, or they can just roll with the punches and let this guy do his thing and shut down any discussion on the Bidens. Now, I want to know who's compromised this guy, because he was gung-ho about going after Joe Biden and Joe Biden's crime family and Hunter and the whole gander. Is it gander? That's a word. Yeah, gander, like geese. What's good for the gander? Yeah. I want to know who compromised this guy. Why the sudden 180? Why are you denying subpoenas all of a sudden? Kevin McCarthy, what you got? Kevin McCarthy, he's not like a neo. He kind of is a neocon, I guess. But he's not like a totally straight Lindsey Graham, John McCain, Mitt Romney type neocon. Kevin McCarthy had the backing of Donald Trump, which has been one of my chief criticisms of Trump, that Donald Trump surrounded himself with the swamp, with these people that don't want what's best for the country. They want to pad their own pockets. They want what's best for the special interests. There go our viewers. They're done. Oh, he dissed Trump. I'm not dissing Trump. It's a legitimate criticism. Donald Trump, as soon as he got into office, surrounded himself with the people he vowed to destroy. And Kevin McCarthy is exactly what's wrong in Washington. Guy's a career politician, selling us out to the Democrats, selling us out to foreign interests and special lobbyists. He's a joke. He's a joke. So, yeah, while it may make the Republicans look bad temporarily, that guy has no business being in a leadership position. I'm on Matt Gaetz' side here. I think he needed to go. I've said he needed to go for a long time. Here's the thing. Kevin McCarthy is a hack. He's gone back on all of his promises since he took over as speaker. We just talked about how he denied Hunter Biden's subpoena. He's drug his feet on investigating Joe Biden. He said prior to January 6th that he felt the election had some tomfoolery in it. Then January 6th happened, and he went back on his word. He changed his mind and said, well, no, I think that the election was fair and Donald Trump was wrong. He was a liar. He was guilty of treason, blah, 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 blah. So he was totally on board with it, with that rhetoric, until it came to his doorstep and was a threat to him. Guy's a chicken shit, spineless politician, and he needed to be out of a leadership position. That guy has no business being in any type of leadership role within the United States for no reason other than the fact that not only are you a congressman, you're the Speaker of the fucking House. You're not the representative from Georgia's 19th district that no one's ever heard of. You're the Speaker of the House, and you're walking around with a Ukrainian flag pin on your jacket. You're not from Ukraine. These people, they're owned by this foreign country. I don't understand the infatuation with Ukraine. Well, I do. It's because they're laundering money through it. Some people don't want to believe that, but we've pointed it out on this show. It's pretty tough to deny at this point. But I don't understand that. You've got a U.S. politician. He's elected to represent us. He's elected to stick up for us, to supposedly represent our best interests as a country and the best interests of the people in his district, yet he walks around with the flag of another country. It's not next to the American flag. It's not below it. It's in place of it. The guy's like a NASCAR driver. He's showing you who his sponsor is. He's showing you who owns him. I think all politicians should do that, by the way. Sponsorships on their jacket. You get a NASCAR jacket now with all the sponsorships on it. Joe Biden's would be Depends adult diapers. That would be Joe Biden's top sponsor. No, I think whoever owns you should have to wear a jacket. So who have you taken money from? Let's figure it out. And he's doing it right there. And some people are still going to sit there in the comments on this show, on this episode, and shill for him for no reason other than the fact that Donald Trump supports him. It's bullshit. It's ridiculous. So there is a candidate to replace him. It's Florida Representative Byron Donalds. Go ahead and pull up the image of Byron Donalds here. Next one. Sorry. I'll get that next. Byron Donalds. Now, this is what I talk about when I say politicians need to be in good shape. If you can't bench press at least 225 pounds, you have no business holding office. And I guarantee you this guy can. We need our politicians to be jacked. Make America swole again. I'm all for it. I'm all. Let's do it. Okay, you're good. Go ahead and take him off. I'm honestly kind of serious. I don't think that we should have like a BMI indicator, but I do think that if you're morbidly obese, you shouldn't be able to hold office. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. There needs to be some type of fitness test. You can either run an 8-minute or less mile, or you can bench press 225 pounds one time, or you don't get to hold office. That's simple. Sorry, people in wheelchairs. Hope you got a lot of upper body strength. Seriously, what were you going to say?
Can't they just like stroll the mile?
If you can wheelchair an 8-minute mile, go ahead. Go ahead and do it.
What if they have an electric wheelchair? Can they do that in 8 minutes?
Nope, sorry, Stephen Hawking. Quadriplegics, you're out. It's just seriously, though, and I'm getting on a tangent here, trailing off, but seriously, if how do we expect our politicians to show discipline in office when the shit hits the fan with China or Russia or here in the United States? How do we expect them to show discipline when someone offers them a bribe to vote a way they want them to, when they're being potentially compromised by foreign interests and Chinese spies? How do we expect them to show discipline in the aspects of public service when people like Chris Christie can't even show discipline at the Golden Corral? It's a legitimate concern. Fat people, out. And guess who else can't bench press 225 or run an 8-minute mile? Old people. Get the fuck out of office too. No more old people, no more fat people. Old people don't have enough skin left in the game. Fat people, you're too undisciplined. Sorry, bye-bye. All right. For the record, I can bench press 225. I cannot run an 8-minute mile. No, I probably could run an 8-minute mile prior to spraining my ankle, but my lower body went to shit after that.
I can run a 2-minute mile and bench press 500 pounds.
Stop it. You're the strongest woman in the world, then.
Okay, 300 pounds.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, Matt Gaetz, as we said, called out Kevin McCarthy and the rest of the House Republicans. Like I said, Matt Gaetz is not perfect. I'm not his biggest fan, but he's 100% right here. Go ahead and check this video out because he put these people in their place and they all needed to hear it.
And when it comes to how those raise money, I take no lecture on asking patriotic Americans to weigh in and contribute to this fight from those who would grovel and bend knee for the lobbyists and special interests who own our leadership, who have, boo all you want, who have hollowed out this town and have borrowed against the future of our future generations. I'll be happy to fund my political operation through the work of hardworking Americans, $10 and $20 and $30 at a time, and you all keep showing up at the lobbyist fundraisers and see how that goes for you. I reserve.
That guy's going to take a convertible ride in Dallas if he keeps talking that way, because that's what they do to people that step out of line. You either get arrested on bullshit charges, which they've already tried to do to him, and then after that, they kill you. Andrew Tate said it, and we got a lot of criticisms of Andrew Tate on this show. We've definitely backtracked on supporting him, but he said it himself. First, they try to censor you, then they try to arrest you, then they try to kill you. If you make it through the first two, well, you know what's coming up next. So seriously, I hope he's well. We'll pray for him. Hopefully they watch out for him. But part of the conditions they're trying to make for this spending bill, because they don't want, because there's the government shutdown is looming. And this is part of what's caused this big uproar with McCarthy is he's wishy-washy. You can't trust him on anything. So one of the conditions in order for the government to not shut down is we can no longer fund Ukraine. That's what House Republicans are saying. You cut the funding to Ukraine, and we won't shut the government down. Well, totally straight Senator Lindsey Graham, Republican from South Carolina, had this to say. Go ahead and pull it up here.
Have you asked Donald Trump, your friend, to come out and publicly support more aid to Ukraine and to push some of these skeptical members of the Republican conference?
I'll leave it up to him to what to do, but he wanted to get out of Afghanistan.
Well, Vladimir Putin has been praising him for his comments about Russia and Ukraine.
Here's what I'll say about President Trump. He did not pull the plug on Afghanistan, even though he wanted to. The biggest mistake we made since the war on terror is withdrawing from Afghanistan. To President Trump and anybody else, if we pull the plug on Ukraine, that's 10 times worse than Afghanistan. There goes Taiwan. To stop funding Ukraine is a death sentence for Taiwan. Putin will keep going. You missed all of World War II if you don't know how this movie ends. To the Republicans who say Ukraine doesn't matter to us, you're wrong. Respectfully, you're wrong. The war gets bigger, not smaller. There goes Taiwan. If Ukraine can beat Russia, China's less likely to invade Taiwan, and Putin gets stopped.
I think we should send Lindsey Graham over there first. How about that? He's the first set of boots on the ground. That cool with everybody? All right, cool. That is the gayest guy alive. That is the gayest man in the world, Lindsey Graham. I don't care how much he tries to hide it. I don't care how much he denies it. That is the gayest man in the world. What's funny is not only is he quite clearly the gayest man in the world, he is adamantly against gay rights. He votes against it. He bashes it every chance he gets. And now these are all alleged. There have been rumors that he is known as Lady G among gay prostitutes in Washington, D.C. It's been going around for a long time. My gay prostitute in D.C. connection has told me that. No, I'm kidding. But there have been rumors about that have been circling for a long time, that this man is notorious for hiring gay prostitutes. There's always these Washington people are scum. They're all hypocrites. They're all owned by either foreign interests or massive corporations here. It doesn't matter. It's a joke. Kevin McCarthy, good riddance. He said he's not going to run again. I really hope that he finally keeps one of his promises. That's been our lead topic. Stay tuned for dementia awareness and trending this week. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.